My name is Gail, and I'd like to share with you the classes that I will be teaching this fall at Laurie's Country Cottage. The first class that I'd like to share with you is the Basics of Quilting, Fun and Finished. This is the perfect class to take if you're a newbie and you're wanting to learn to quilt, or maybe you haven't quilted for many years and you'd like to brush up on your skills. It's a perfect class. The pattern that we're going to be using this time is one I wrote called Links, and it's a very simple pattern, but will teach you everything you need to know to get started. We'll be covering how to read a pattern, the basics of rotary cutting, how to piece together a block, piece together your quilt top, properly attach borders, and we'll be learning all about attaching binding to your quilt. In the very last class, your quilt top will be finished, your quilt will be quilted, and we will attach the binding to your quilt, and it will be all finished and there for you to enjoy. Quilters who have finished the Basics of Quilting class often ask me, what's the next class that I could take to get better at quilting? And I suggest to them Beyond the Basics. Beyond the Basics, the pattern that we're going to do is one I wrote called 3 and Change. This is a great pattern. You only need to choose 3 fabrics, and included in the pattern are 32 different layouts that you get to choose from to put your quilt together. You learn more about quilting. There's a little bit more to do with matching seams and everything, and it's quite a simple quilt to make, but it's one that you get to design yourself, so it's a lot of fun. It's been a very popular class here at Laurie's, and I hope you'd consider joining us. Not all projects that we do here at Laurie's have to be big projects, and we have a lot of fun making pillowcases. So in my pillowcase class, students should be able to make 2 pillowcases. You can make them either in standard, queen, or king sizes. I give you the fabric requirements for each. What's more fun than finishing off a quilt, having a little bit of additional fabric, and making a pillowcase to match? Do you have a friend maybe that isn't feeling well? You'd like to do something, give them a little something? Make them a pillowcase in their favorite colors to cheer them up. They make great gifts. At Christmas time, when my kids got a little bit older and their stocking stuffers were bigger than the stockings, I used to make them each a pillowcase, fabric specific to that individual person, put their stocking stuffers in it, tie it with a ribbon, and they'd be sitting on the floor Christmas morning. The kids would know exactly which one was theirs and which one to pick because the fabric was suited just for them. Pillowcases make wonderful gifts, and I hope you'd like to join me in my pillowcase class. I am very proud to say that I am a Studio 180 Design certified instructor, having taken the instructor training course from Deb Tucker herself on the Studio 180 Design tools. You don't know what that is? Deb Tucker has come up with a whole line of tools that will help improve your accuracy and your precision when piecing your blocks together for your quilt. There are different tools for the different units that you're going to make in quilting, and the idea behind her tools is you make the units very slightly larger than they need to be and use the tool to cut them down to the precise size they need to be to go into your block, into your quilt, and everything fits together just like a glove. The tools are an excellent value for your money because you can use them to trim down to numerous sizes on just one tool. I personally think that they're the best tools on the market today, and I can't imagine quilting without them. I really hope you'd like to join me with Tucker University. It is an absolute pleasure to teach these classes and share with you the greatest tools that you can use in your quilting. Tucker University is a program that was developed by 2 of Deb Tucker's certified instructors. They came up with different years of Tucker University, and year 1 focuses on a certain tool and technique each month in the program. Year 1 of Tucker University, I offer 13 different classes. 12 of them focus on making blocks, and the 13th one is a technique class, and we make a quilt in that class. The classes in Tucker University You're best off starting right from number 1 and working your way through it sequentially, because sometimes when we're doing a block in, say, class 5, we may use some of the techniques that we learned in classes 1 or 2. In the spring, we started Tucker University from class 1, and I also offered them again this past summer from class 1. Due to COVID disruptions in the previous year, there might be some people who have taken some of the Tucker University classes and haven't been able to take some of them. They've missed because we had to cancel them due to COVID or whatever, so you can pick up with those too. I'm going to be offering the classes both in person in the store as well as by Zoom. I'm more than happy to teach these classes, and I'd like to help all the out-of-towners be able to take them as well. Starting off from where we left off with the Tucker U courses, class number 5 will be on the corner beam. The next is the corner pop tool. After the corner pop comes the split Rex, and we'll be finishing up in the fall session with the Diamond Rex tool. Tucker University has been an extremely popular program here at Laurie's Country Cottage. There are lots of students who have invested in the tools, and I haven't met anyone who hasn't liked every single one. So I would like to start introducing more classes that use these tools, and we're going to make projects little, small, different as we go along. So starting in this session, my project that I'm going to introduce using the Tucker tools is this quilt called Grand Illusion. The grand illusion about this quilt is that it looks like all the blocks are set on point, but really they aren't. None of them are set on point. We are going to use the Tucker Trimmer 1 and 3, the square squared, and the corner pop tools to make this beautiful quilt. The quilt comes in twin size, which is this size that's made right here behind me, as well as queen size. It's a beautiful quilt, and I hope you consider joining me.